the boy never imagined this. His best friend, the one who had been with him for years, had turned into a monster. Yet the monster didn't hurt him. Instead, it whispered, "I like you. Please, don't tell anyone." Not long ago, Jack and David were inseparable childhood friends. One day, David mysteriously vanished in the mountains. Everyone thought he was dead, but a week later, he came back, alive. Only Jack noticed something was different. The boy who returned wasn't the same David. When Jack asked, "Are you really David?" the monster dropped its disguise. It begged him to keep the secret, and Jack agreed, because even if David had become a monster, Jack still wanted him by his side. The creature carried all of David's memories, but it had its own thoughts, its own desires, like a child seeing the world for the first time. At choir practice, it held the lyrics but couldn't sing. At the movies, it wept uncontrollably. At snack time, it cheered like a little kid. Cats, however, hissed in terror and bolted at the sight of it. Jack knew deep down, this wasn't the David he once knew. And yet, the monster's feelings for him were real. Walking home one evening, Jack was torn apart inside. He knew it wasn't David, but he couldn't let go of the illusion of friendship. Then, out of nowhere, old Granny Jenny pointed at the monster. She screamed its true identity and ran in fear. Jack froze, confused. But beside him, the monster's face had already darkened. Jack finally asked, "Is David dead?" The monster nodded, but it swore it wasn't the one who killed him. When they met, David was already dying. The two simply fused together. Before parting, Jack asked one last question. "Do you like me?" The monster replied, "Yes." Tears welled in Jack's eyes, because he knew the real David would never have said those words. Meanwhile, an exorcist was busy driving out an evil spirit in another home. But when the ritual ended, he realized this wasn't the spirit he was looking for. That very night, a monster appeared at Granny Jenny's door. She locked every window and barred the door. It wasn't enough. By morning, her body was found inside her home. The villagers were horrified. Some whispered that David's family ritual had failed. John, one of the townsfolk, called the exorcist for help. The exorcist agreed, but with caution, because he knew this monster was far more powerful than anyone realized. Can the exorcist really stop it?